Imagine your child looking you straight in the eyes, their little hands trembling, their heart beating faster than you realize, and then saying something that isn't true. Your first thought might be, why would my child lie to me? Most parents believe children lie because they're naughty, disrespectful, or simply trying to avoid punishment. But what if that's only part of the story? What if the lie isn't the real problem, but a message? A message about fear, about pressure, or about a relationship that's quietly changing. Behind every child's behavior is a message. Together, let's learn how to understand it. Welcome to Parenting with Purpose, where parenting meets wisdom, science, and compassion. If you've ever wondered why an honest child suddenly begins hiding the truth, this video may completely change the way you see your child. Because today, we're not just asking, why do children lie? We're asking a much more important question. What makes the truth feel unsafe? And once you understand the answer, you'll never respond to a lie the same way again. Let's begin. Picture a little boy standing in the kitchen. A glass slips from his hands. It shatters across the floor. For just a moment, he freezes, not because he's thinking about the broken glass. He's thinking about you. Will mom yell? Will dad be disappointed? Will they think I'm careless? Within seconds, his young mind makes a decision. Maybe I'll say I didn't do it. The broken glass didn't create the lie. Fear did. And that's where many of us misunderstand children. We focus on the lie, while missing the feeling that produced it. Many loving parents ask, how do I stop my child from lying? But perhaps the better question is, what made honesty feel harder than hiding? Sometimes the lie is not rebellion. Sometimes it's protection. Protection from anger, protection from embarrassment, protection from feeling like they've disappointed the people they love most. That doesn't make lying right, but it does help us understand it. And understanding is where lasting change begins. Think back to your own childhood. Was there ever a moment when you hid the truth? Not because you enjoyed lying, but because you were afraid of what would happen if you told it. Many adults remember those moments decades later. Children experience those same emotions today. The difference is, they don't yet have the emotional maturity to explain them. Instead, their behavior speaks for them. Sometimes through silence, sometimes through tears, sometimes through a lie. The lie becomes a shield. Not because children are naturally dishonest, but because every human being instinctively looks for safety. When the truth feels dangerous, hiding begins to feel like protection. That is why this conversation isn't really about lying. It's about trust. Psychiatrist Daniel J. Siegel reminds us that children think and learn best when they feel emotionally safe. When fear takes over, the part of the brain responsible for calm thinking becomes less effective. Relationship researcher John Gottman has found that children are more likely to stay emotionally connected when parents respond with empathy before correction. Researcher Brené Brown draws an important distinction between guilt and shame. Guilt says, I made a mistake. Shame says, something is wrong with me. And psychologist Carol Dweck encourages us to see mistakes as opportunities to learn rather than labels that define a child's worth. Taken together, these ideas point to one powerful truth. Children are more likely to tell the truth when they believe the truth will be met with guidance instead of rejection. Let me tell you a story. A 10-year-old boy was playing football with his friends outside the house. One powerful kick, and the ball crashed straight through the neighbor's window. The sound of breaking glass echoed through the street. His friends ran away. He stood there, frozen. When his father asked what had happened, the boy quietly said, "It wasn't me. Maybe another child kicked the ball." His father became frustrated. "You've lied to me." The conversation ended there. But later that evening, the boy's grandmother sat beside him. She didn't begin with another question about the window. Instead, she gently asked, "Were you afraid your dad would stop being proud of you?" For a moment, the boy tried to stay strong. Then tears filled his eyes. "I knew he would still love me, but I thought he would see me differently." That answer reveals something many parents never hear. Sometimes children don't lie because they want to escape consequences. Sometimes they lie because they are afraid of disappointing the people whose opinions matter most. That doesn't excuse the lie, but it helps explain the heart behind it. Here's the truth I hope every parent remembers. Children don't always lie because they're trying to hide the truth. Sometimes they lie because they're trying to protect their relationship with the person they love most. When home becomes the safest place to tell the truth, honesty no longer feels risky. It feels natural. Here's the truth I hope every parent remembers. Children don't always lie because they're trying to hide the truth. Sometimes they lie because they're trying to protect their relationship with the person they love most. When home becomes the safest place to tell the truth, honesty no longer feels risky. It feels natural. So how do we help children become honest? Not by removing accountability, but by making truth feel safe. Here are 5 simple practices you can begin today. First, pause before reacting. Your first response often determines whether your child will tell you the truth next time. Second, thank your child for being honest. You can still address the behavior, but don't overlook the courage it took to tell the truth. Third, correct the action without attacking your child's identity. Instead of saying, "You're a liar," try saying, "You made a poor choice. Let's talk about what made that choice feel easier than telling the truth." Fourth, be willing to admit your own mistakes. When children hear a parent say, "I was wrong. I'm sorry. I could have handled that better," they learn that honesty is a sign of strength, not weakness. And finally, remind your child often that your love is not earned through perfect behavior. It is strengthened through trust, grace, and honest conversations. One day, your child will face a mistake you cannot prevent. In that moment, they will choose where to take the truth. Will they hide it, or will they bring it to you? The answer may depend less on the mistake itself, and more on whether your home has always felt like a safe place for honesty. Because honesty does not grow in fear. It grows in trust. If today's message encouraged you, share it with another parent. You never know which family might need this conversation today. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think makes it hardest for children to tell the truth? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're new here, subscribe to Parenting with Purpose, where parenting meets wisdom, science, and compassion. Until next time, keep leading with love, listening with patience, and parenting with purpose.